Yo, what's up again there, guys? Brian here, the Three Topics Gamer, here to bring you another episode of my weekly Q&A show, Top Piece of Questions. This time, unfortunately, we have a well, maybe not shorter episode, but we have a significantly smaller set of questions. The mass majority of them were answered in the comment section. However, three of them really did stand out to me, with one question, rather personal, and I will say this: some of you are probably going to see a really nasty side of me, so I would prepare myself. So, starting off with the first question, coming from Brady Burke, and you want to know, what is the future of Devil May Cry? Wait, hang on, I gotta reread this again. What is the future of Devil May Cry going to be like going forward now that the fifth game is out? Who knows? Maybe they'll do a prequel game involving Sparta. Maybe they'll try to reboot it again. Maybe they'll go with Devil May Cry 6 and have it focus mainly on Nero's character. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different directions that they could go, but heck, as long as they, don't try to reboot it again with that DMC crap, I'm perfectly fine with it. Capcom's been really on a roll as of late. Second question comes from the Batman of New Gotham. You want to know, what is my opinion on General Grievous as a character? I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion of him as a character. He's not really a character I put much attention or thought to. But this kind of goes into your second question. How do I feel about his skills as a lightsaber duelist? Well, he is a prominent lightsaber duelist. I mean, he was trained by Count Dooku. He has a pretty big body count. He would be difficult for even top-ranked masters to deal with. I mean, even Mace Windu himself was was wary of him, despite being probably the second most powerful Jedi in the galaxy at that time. So I would say that as a lightsaber duelist, I would say he's quite respectable, and there's only a small group of individuals I think could actually beat him one-on-one. So I think he is certainly someone who's well worth his reputation. And now the last question of the episode is about to get on my dark side. So for those of you who don't want to see me become a little bit fanatical, I would suggest you stop the video right now and just join back at the next video. So, yeah. So, the last question of the episode comes from Will Williams. And you want to know, what is my main issue with Xbox? Why do I hate it? Well. The term hate is not a strong enough word to describe how I feel about Xbox, its community, and basically everything it stands for. But if I had to pick a beginning, my problem with Xbox is I absolutely loathe everything about it. I hate their general mindset, their approach on gaming, their lack of first-party support, their community, people who choose to pick Xbox as their primary consoles. Everything about it is just a problem. Let's get the first one out of the way. Your first-party support is absolute shit. Okay, that has been a fact since the very beginning of Xbox's lifespan. I mean, a few years ago, I actually went out of my way to actually purchase an Xbox One. Not because I wanted one, but because I want to check out my competition. I want to see what was the best my competition was going to bring to the table this generation. And it wasn't anything. I purchased the best damn game that system would ever spit out, which I believe it was Halo 5, which I still own my copy. And I was shocked with just how unimpressive it was. You see, I'm a firm believer that an Xbox is for a specific type of gamer. And in this day and age, there are three types of gamers. You're either a Nintendo gamer, you're a PlayStation gamer, or you're an Xbox gamer. I don't really count PC gaming as gaming because that's an entirely different thing. I don't know anything about PC gaming, so I can't really comment on that, so I don't really acknowledge it all that much. But Xbox gamers have a certain mindset. They have a certain taste in gaming, which is very, very narrow viewed. And they're just not generally good people. I mean, the idea of ever actually meeting a so-called respectable and nice Xbox gamer is highly unlikely. I would have a better chance of running into a leprechaun than meeting a respectable Xbox gamer that actually acknowledges PlayStation's success. I've been a PlayStation fanboy since the 90s, and I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. And I'm not saying PlayStation is perfect. They certainly have made their own set of mistakes, but they are in a constant state of changing, either retiring old franchises and bringing new ones, and always being consistent by giving you a great sense of games. Xbox is the complete opposite. Their community is absolutely just abysmal. Now, it has been almost 10 years since I was last on Xbox Live, but just anytime I tried to play any game, it was just profanity throughout the entire match. And I was openly told by a number of Xbox gamers that I simply wasn't welcome into their community. And that has really stung me ever since then. And so since then, I basically treat any Xbox exclusive gamers with the same amount of disrespect that they've shown me. I have absolutely no respect for them, and they don't have any respect for me. And that's really what it comes down to. It's just everything about the Xbox is just the epitome of everything that is wrong with the gaming community as a whole. Now, it's different from Nintendo. I honestly view Nintendo as being for children or people that don't want to grow up. And there's something respectable about that, because to have character, to repeat using the same 3 or 4 franchises that they've been using for the past like almost 20, 30 years, and to still have them be popular now, even for a newer generation, I think that's an impressive feat to do. But that's just something that I'm just not that into. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love my, Super Nintendo Entertainment System and my Nintendo 64, and the Game Boy will always be the king of handhelds till the end of time. Trust me, there's a certain amount of respect that I have towards Nintendo, but when it comes to Xbox, it is just not a good console. So this idea that Sony and Microsoft are teaming up, I think it's a publicity stunt. I don't think they're teaming up in any real capacity. I think it's a joke, and I think it's just disrespectful, in my opinion. The console war has always been a good thing, in my opinion. Competition breeds progress. Now, I personally don't want to see Microsoft go out of business, but I can't deny that when Xbox just can't seem to get their act together, I can't help but smile. Seeing your competition fall flat on its face is just something I can't help but enjoy doing, even though they probably would do the same thing to me if Sony made a mistake. So that is just a quick little summary of why I, from your point of view, hate Xbox, even though it goes significantly deeper and far more personal. I would even go so far as to say that, put it this way, I almost despise everything about Xbox nearly to the same level as I despise Final Fantasy 13. And for those of you who've been watching my channel long enough, you know just how much of a personal attack Final Fantasy 13 was for someone like me. I took it as a personal attack on me. Not as a community of Final Fantasy fans, but a personal attack on me, to the point where I literally considered quitting gaming altogether. And that's a story for another time. So that's just a quick summary of my personal feelings on Xbox, its community, its mindset on gaming, and just everything around it as a whole. So, I'm going to end it there. I want to thank the 3 of you that sent in your questions in for this particular video that made it in, as well as everyone that sent in your questions that I entered in the comment section of the last video. If you have any more questions you'd like me to answer in next week's episode, be sure to type them in the comments down below. And if you want to increase your chances of making sure that that question gets into the video, just make sure it has a little bit more depth. Otherwise, I'll just enter it in the comment section of this video. And like always, I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to keep track of me and my future videos and other projects. And like always, I will see you next time.